What up, fam? Happy Thanksgiving for those that are in the States. Hope you're enjoying a good time with your family, eating turkey. Eat me! Or whatever you usually eat, and doing your turkey trots, because those are always fun. There's me again, trying. Today I'm going to go over my second blood lab results through InsideTracker. The link to the first video or my first lab results will be up in the cards or at the end of this video, so please be sure to check out that video to see how I have improved overall in my blood lab results using the recommendations of InsideTracker. I'm sure you fam probably already know, but InsideTracker provides valuable information using your blood and looking at its biomarkers, and those biomarkers may correlate to how you have been feeling during races, workouts, or in general overall. For the case of me, I've been feeling pretty crappy. I'm feeling way better now that I've used InsideTracker, but a couple months ago, I was feeling awful, so I decided to do InsideTracker to see what was going on. If you want to see what went on originally, again, check out that first video. InsideTracker supplies diet and supplement recommendations so that you can get your biomarkers into the optimal ranges for performance. And fam, I am glad that you clicked on this video because InsideTracker is running a special. Use my coupon code Joshua SBF, and the link in the description down below for $200 off the ultimate plan, which is the plan that I use from InsideTracker. Joshua SBF. BF probably stands for best friend. This promo will be running from today, Thanksgiving, to Monday, Cyber Monday, so be sure to use the coupon code and the link in the description down below to get $200 off the ultimate plan from InsideTracker. All right, so that being said, let's get to my second lab results from InsideTracker. Quick disclaimer, make sure you're cleared by your qualified healthcare provider before you decide to make any health-conscious decisions. And this video is for educational purposes only. I'm going over my values and sharing what I've done, both InsideTracker's recommendations and what I've done personally to try to get these markers in the optimal ranges. So here is the InsideTracker website. Here's my result and analysis. Awesome website, really laid out, picturesque, gives you diet and supplement recommendations right up front. We're going to start with my lipid group. I'm at the at-risk zone. As you can see up here, the healthy food groups I should be eating gives you food recommendations, which is kind of cool. I should be eating navy beans, white beans, adzuki, how do you pronounce that, beans, pinto beans, and the such. You can also tailor this if you know you're vegan, vegetarian, or you eat meat. Right now, I am vegan, but I'm going to start delving into eating meat again, and that will be a topic for another video. But here is what I should be eating based on my parameters I've put in. Because of my high lipid profile, it can tell you things like this, like eat 3 servings of vegetables per day, add 1,000 milligrams of artichoke extract, increase your amount of soy you eat to 4 servings, start including 1 or 2 scoops of whey or soy protein per day. Nice recommendations right in front of you. You could see, you can click on the reference here and it will take you to where the study is or the validity of what they're claiming with the diet and whatnot recommendations. And then you got the stars here that correlate to the impact that this may have on this blood biomarker, in this case, lipid values. It explains you the science behind low-density lipoproteins, and you can click on this video and it'll take you to a video to watch on low-density lipoprotein. It'll explain everything for you. And then it also gives you diet recommendations again right here. So we're trying to get this down here by following the diet recommendations and stuff like that. I'm still trying to lower it. It got a little bit higher, but you know, just keep on trucking. Total cholesterol stayed about the same. Again, keep on trucking. All right, next, vitamin D. Vitamin D is great for bone health and energy, as you can see here. I'm out of the optimized zone, which is a big no-no. So I've actually stopped taking vitamin D per recommendation of myself. But if you have something that could be, you know, strenuous in the body or may be a little more harming in the body when it comes to these biomarkers, InsideTracker does give a breakdown of like, hey, you should go see your healthcare provider before you decide to do anything, kind of thing. So like it says here, because my vitamin D is high, consult your doctor about your results. And then if, you know, if it's a thing that they're probably not comfortable to make, really legit recommendations when it comes to something such as vitamin D or your vitamin D status, they will say that there isn't like a huge impact on the scientific evidence, that they can't confidently recommend dietary lifestyle modifications for vitamin D. But for me, I did stop taking vitamin D. I was taking a lot per day for a while, but I basically cut the amount I was taking to once or twice per week instead of every day. And we will see how I feel once I get my next lab results. The symptoms of vitamin D toxicity can also mimic the deficiency of vitamin D toxicity, so feeling fatigue, malaise, lethargic, all that stuff. So need to cut back. All right, cortisol. So cortisol maybe was the fact that cortisol tended to be higher in the morning. It could have been high because of the fact that I was maybe rushing to get to the lab to get the blood drawn and stuff like that. It was high, or just maybe stressful person in general. But that is also something that I need to lower and continue to lower. Work on stress management principles. Different dietary recommendations right here. You can click on the science. It'll explain about cortisol right here and whatnot. And then, because cortisol is high, consult your doctor about your results. And start taking 600 milligrams of ashwagandha root to help improve your high cortisol, which I have been more diligent on that component. So we'll see how it is in a couple weeks when I get my blood drawn again. Sugar group. The biggest thing that's affecting me, I think, when it comes to my blood results is my fasting glucose. Yellow for InsideTracker, for the most part, is normal range to the general population. The green is the optimal range for the athlete, or the parameter that you decided to choose, that you get to choose when you first start your profile on the InsideTracker website. So for me, I believe I picked performance and recovery along thereof. So basically sugar group recommendations, replace sugary drinks, workout, spirulina, I can maybe start doing that. And then continue to eat at least 3 servings of vegetables per day. But I have also been taking ALA, which was a recommendation prior for my first blood draw. I've been taking chromium. I've been timing the consumption of foods into myself, with fibers first, or vegetables, and then fats, and then the carbs. Things that I'm also doing for myself. And hopefully that would help my blood sugar issue. I see this as my main component when it comes to marathon running, because I haven't had a definitive diagnosis yet, but dealing with a form of reactive hypoglycemia, where even if I'm carb loaded and I'm running a long run, if I take something that has too quick or spikes my blood sugar too quick, it rebounds just as much as soon as I slow down or stop, and I get really lightheaded, and I get the symptoms of bonking in the middle of a run, even though I know I'm fueled and I've taken the gels. So maybe the past 3 marathons that I've run, or 2, I dropped out of 1, the bonking feeling that I get could be a combination of either going out too hot or reactive hypoglycemia. I'm going to do a separate video. I am running CIM in 2 weeks, and I'm going to do a separate video of like what I'm wearing and what I'm going to fuel with, and it's not going to be Morton this time around, and why, due to potentially I may have blood sugar type issue. But hopefully next time on the go around, when I get blood drawn, this will be lowered. All right, next, the liver enzyme group. So my liver enzymes shot up between the first blood draw and the second blood draw. Again, Healthy Foods with Liver Enzyme explains everything, explains what you can do dietarily and supplement-wise to help lower. My AST is high. It says why it's high here. So basically muscle tissue. I did get this blood drawn after a 17-mile hike like 3 days later, so that definitely could have affected the blood lab results. GGT elevated a little bit out of the optimal zone, but still within the normal zones. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Next, testosterone group. Still need work. Again, recommendations due to lack of scientific evidence. I can't really make too many recommendations. My testosterone tanked a little bit. Again, could be the mix of a couple days after a really strenuous activity, such as a 17-mile hike, muscle breakdown, stress, probably why, cortisol maybe was high, not fully recovered, testosterone is low kind of thing. So still in the optimal range anyway. Free testosterone stayed the same. My biggest thing I was worried about was my shgb from the first part. Again, watch the first video. I cut iodine out of my diet. I explained why in the first video. Not all iodine, but a lot. I used to supplement with iodine with almost every meal. I started taking boron and zinc before bed and upping my magnesium intake, and so I was able to get my shbg down. I still have to go a little bit more, so again, optimizing sleep and all those things. Yeah, see, it says don't do these things here. Don't make sure you're eating, don't intermittent fast, and yeah, and soy-based products doesn't really have an impact. All right, next is magnesium group. My magnesium group still needs work. Still working on it, trying different bioavailable forms of magnesium. So need to take more. Again, if you're taking too much magnesium, your blood pressure could drop, or you could be going to the bathroom a lot, so be careful with that. Again, talk to your doctor. So I need to get this up here. Vitamin B12 has been high as a vegan. I did cut out any supplements. I used to take a lot of like Emergen-C or Ener-C or whatever, and those had high amounts of B12. So now I cut that out, and I only take those maybe like 2 or 3 times a week instead of 2 times every day. And I lowered a little bit, but again, this is one of those things that InsideTracker recommends you talk to your qualified healthcare provider, because B12 could be other things that could be raised, such as a liver issue, which I hope it's not, knock on wood. Inflammation group. My inflammation is good. Everything's good down here. So next is the iron group. As a vegan, I'm afraid that I don't get enough iron, so I have been supplementing with liquid iron, and it's been doing really well. Not sponsored or endorsed or anything, but I do take the liquid iron by the brand, I believe, Mega Foods. It's called Blood Builder. It's worked really well for me, and you'll see how high my ferritin has gotten off or on that. So based on my analysis, my iron group is good. I'll do a separate video on iron deficiency anemia and stuff for runners, as that will be extremely detailed and that will take some time to put together. But for the most part, if an athlete's ferritin is too low, you actually won't adapt to aerobic activity as efficiently. So I actually got my ferritin up, what's my value here? To 91. So my ferritin is 91 from 54. And even before I was taking iron, but not as concentrated or as much, blindly, which isn't recommended. So definitely talk to your provider before you decide to supplement with iron, because you don't want to go into iron overload and start having your body store those iron elsewhere and tissues in the body, which can cause damage and wreak havoc. Iron binding levels high. Blood iron is high, like too high, so my ferritin is fine. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm now going to space out my iron supplementation. So rather than, I have been taking it every other day in the morning, 30 minutes before my run with vitamin C on an empty stomach. Now I only take it twice a week, and the dosage is about 2/3 from 3/3 or a whole. And I've been feeling fine, and hopefully the next time I get blood work, everything will be still optimized and these will be lower. Everything is pretty much normal. If it's green, it's normal. All the values are normal. And that is my blood work. Lots of work been done. Thanks to InsideTracker, I've been feeling better than ever. Use my coupon code JoshuaSBF, best friend, and the link in the description down below to get $200 off the Ultimate Plan, which is the plan that I use to optimize my performance when it comes to racing and how I've been feeling. So fam, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy InsideTracker if you decide to do it. Again, today, Thanksgiving, Thursday to Cyber Monday, get $200 off. Link in the description down below along with the coupon code. And like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for any post on my next video. Love you guys. Catch you guys next time. Peace.